says about that cross they're wearing. It says that tomorrow's not guaranteed, right? If you go home, on the way home, get by a car, it might be God forbid, a bad accident. When you take your last breath, where do you go? It's just a reminder that tomorrow's not guaranteed, and when we take our last breath, I'm a believer in Christ. I don't know what you guys are, but if you're a believer in Christ and you're not right with God when you take your last breath, then you will be separated from Him for eternity. Right? He says, if you're a believer in Christ, you're a new creation. You're no longer of the world. You're now in Him, right? So what does light have to do with darkness, and darkness with light? Romans 6:1 says, "For what shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? By no means." He took you out of the world. He paid for your price on that cross, so that you would no longer be here again, because this will just bring you back into it. And now that you're in the creation, it's a fine line between the narrow path and the wide path. No one wants to walk that narrow path because it's hard. The wider path is easier, right? So the question is, who do you choose today? Because the next hour is not guaranteed, the next day is not guaranteed, and my prayer is that before anybody takes their last breath, if they take their last breath without knowing Jesus Christ, or denying Jesus Christ, or running from Jesus Christ, it's going to be a bad day in hell. Right? Just a reminder.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. What's your name?
Julian.
Julian. Paul. What's your name? Jonathan. Paul. Be careful. After it's all said and done,
Can I ask you boy advice?
Yes, sir.
There's other places in the world. Obviously, they don't have what you just told us.
Yep.
Any advice on that?
There's other places in the world that don't have what like me talking.
Exactly.
But you're right. The majority of the world does have the gospel already preached. And for those that don't, for the areas that don't have it, only God knows what's going to happen to them. I can't say they're going to hell, they're going to heaven. Only God says that. It's His will, right? So it'll be your will, my will. Whether to walk into that bar, have a good time, knowing that what Christ did for us on that cross, it's our free will. We choose what our faith is going to be. Because once you jump into eternity, there's no coming back. There's no return. No, I'm sorry, forgive me. You've been warned, in love, right? And I love you guys, and I care about your soul. But this will never fill the void that we have inside of us. It's just temporary. Be careful, guys.
Thank you, man.
Be careful. Take care.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Thank you.